The entertainment industry's biggest power players are caught in a scandal so explosive it makes all other Hollywood controversies look like child's play. We're talking about none other than Jayz, Beyonce, and Diddy, and trust me, this tea isn't just hot, it's boiling. Just when we thought we'd seen it all in the glittering world of entertainment, Joe Rogan, yes, the Joe Rogan, dropped a bombshell that has sent shockwaves through Hollywood and beyond. He released an audio recording so scandalous, so utterly shocking, that it's threatening to tear down the very foundations of the music industry. And let me tell you, darlings, this is just the beginning. Let's dive deep into the scandal that everyone's whispering about, those infamous parties that Diddy has been throwing. Now, we all know Diddy's reputation for hosting the most exclusive, lavish gatherings in the entertainment world. The kind of parties where the champagne never stops flowing, where the guest list reads like a who's who of Hollywood, and where the word excess doesn't even begin to cover it. But honey, what was happening behind those gilded doors will make your jaw drop. Sources close to the situation, and trust me, these sources are impeccable, have revealed that these weren't just your regular star-studded soirees. Oh no, darling, these gatherings allegedly had a much darker, more sinister purpose. We're talking about events where power wasn't just flaunted, it was wielded like a weapon. Can you believe the audacity? Now let's talk about the mastermind behind it all. Sean Diddy Combs. This man built an empire that would make Midas jealous. From Bad Boy Records to his fashion ventures, from his liquor brands to his media enterprises, Diddy seemed to have the Midas touch. Everything he touched turned to gold. But was it all built on a foundation of secrets and exploitation? The whispers about his methods have been circulating for years, but nobody, and I mean nobody, dared to speak up. Until now. And here's where things get absolutely insane. There's apparently this video, yes, you heard that right, a video, involving Jayz and Beyonce at one of these notorious parties. Now, I know what you're thinking. Not the king and queen of music, but yes, even the mighty can fall, and this fall might be spectacular. These two have spent years crafting the perfect image. Jayz as the business mogul fighting for social justice, and Beyonce as the ultimate symbol of female empowerment. But honey, this video could potentially destroy everything they've worked for. The leaked audio that Rogan exposed, it reportedly features none other than Meek Mill spilling some major tea about what really went down at these gatherings. And let me tell you, it's not pretty at all. We're talking about a whole system of manipulation, control, and exploitation that would make your favorite scandal TV show look like a Disney movie. The details are so shocking, I literally had to sit down with a glass of wine while processing it all. But wait, because it gets even more dramatic. The federal government, yes, you read that right, the feds, conducted a raid on Diddy's properties. Can you imagine being the agent who discovered what they're saying was found in his mansion? Sources close to the investigation, and these sources are solid gold, darling, say they uncovered a treasure trove of compromising footage of celebrities, including that explosive video of Jayz and Beyonce. And here's the gag that will have you gagging. Some insiders are claiming that Diddy might have leaked these videos himself. Talk about revenge served ice cold with a side of pure drama. Apparently, he wasn't too pleased with how his so-called friends abandoned him during his recent legal troubles. With friends like these, who needs enemies, right? The public's reaction has been absolutely wild. Some die-hard fans are standing by their faves, claiming it's all just a calculated smear campaign. But others? They're convinced this is just the tip of a very dark, very dangerous iceberg. And honestly, the evidence is starting to stack up faster than designer shoes in Beyonce's closet. Let's talk about Cassie's lawsuit, because that was the match that lit this whole powder keg. When she came forward with those horrifying allegations about abuse and exploitation, it was like watching the first domino fall in a very long, very carefully arranged line. The details she shared about those freak-offs and days-long assaults, I literally got chills reading the court documents. And the speed with which Diddy settled? Suspicious doesn't even begin to cover it. The way these allegations paint Diddy's world is absolutely chilling. We're talking about a man who allegedly used his power, wealth, and influence to create this web of control and manipulation. The parties, the drugs, the endless flow of alcohol, it was all reportedly part of a bigger, darker scheme. And the worst part? Some of the biggest names in entertainment might have been complicit. And speaking of big names, let's talk about Beyonce's deafening silence throughout this whole ordeal. The queen of Who Run the World, girls, hasn't uttered a single word about any of this. Is she protecting her empire? Is she gathering evidence? Is she planning her next move? The suspense is literally killing me. For someone who's built her brand on female empowerment and speaking truth to power, her silence speaks volumes. Jay-Z's involvement in all this is particularly shocking. The man who gave us 99 problems might have just found his 100th. The leaked audio supposedly has him right in the thick of it all, and the implications are devastating. For someone who's built his later career on being a voice for justice and change, these allegations are hitting harder than a heavyweight champion. Some industry insiders, and these are people who know things, are comparing this whole situation to the Epstein scandal. Yes, it's that serious. The allegations about trafficking, exploitation, and using compromising footage as leverage, it's like a Hollywood thriller, except it's playing out in real time. The way these powerful figures allegedly use their influence to silence victims and maintain control is absolutely horrifying. The legal ramifications? They're massive. We're talking about potential criminal charges, huge financial settlements, and reputations being destroyed faster than you can say Empire State of Mind. The entertainment industry is literally holding its breath, waiting to see who else might get caught in this web of scandal. Every day brings new revelations, new accusations, and new players into this twisted game of power and control. Joe Rogan's role in all this is absolutely fascinating. Some are hailing him as a hero for exposing the truth, while others think he's just stirring the pot for views and clicks. But honey, when the pot has this much tea in it, maybe it needs stirring. His decision to release the audio has opened a Pandora's box that nobody can close now. The federal investigation is still ongoing, and sources say there's so much more to come. Some insiders are suggesting that what we know now is just scratching the surface. Can you imagine what else might come out? I'm literally on the edge of my seat, checking my phone every 5 minutes for updates. Let's talk about the civil lawsuit that dragged Jay-Z into this mess directly. A suit accusing both him and Diddy of crimes against a minor? That's not just tea, that's a whole Boston Tea Party. Even though Jay-Z's legal team jumped in faster than a New York Minute to deny everything, the damage to his image might already be done. The court of public opinion doesn't wait for legal verdicts, honey. The way this scandal has exposed the dark underbelly of the entertainment industry is absolutely shocking. We're talking about decades of alleged misconduct, abuse, and exploitation, all hidden behind the glittering facade of success and fame. The power dynamics at play here are absolutely terrifying. How many young, aspiring artists were caught in this web? And let's not forget about the alleged revenge aspect of all this. Some sources are claiming that Diddy, feeling betrayed by his former friends and allies, might be orchestrating this whole exposure as a form of payback. If that's true, it shows just how deep these industry relationships really go and how quickly they can turn toxic. The implications for the future of the entertainment industry are huge. This scandal isn't just about a few bad actors, it's about exposing a whole system that allegedly enabled and protected powerful figures while silencing their victims. The ripple effects are already being felt throughout Hollywood, with many wondering who might be exposed next. The way this scandal intersects with issues of power, race, gender, and exploitation in the entertainment industry is absolutely fascinating. These aren't just salacious headlines, they're pulling back the curtain on decades of systemic issues that have plagued Hollywood and the music industry. And here's another shocking detail. The federal agents who conducted the raid were reportedly appalled by what they found. When you have seasoned federal agents being shocked by evidence, you know it's serious. The comparison to the Epstein case keeps coming up, and honestly, the parallels are chilling. The speed with which Diddy settled Cassie's lawsuit, literally one day after it was filed, raises so many red flags they could start a parade. What was he trying to prevent from coming out in court? What other secrets is he trying to keep buried? The questions just keep piling up. As this story continues to unfold, one thing's becoming crystal clear. The entertainment industry will never be the same after this. The carefully constructed images of these powerful figures are crumbling, and the truth behind their success stories is finally coming to light. And that's not even the end of it. There are rumors swirling about more victims coming forward, more evidence being uncovered, and more powerful names being implicated. This scandal is like an onion. Every time you peel back a layer, there's something even more shocking underneath. The entertainment world is literally holding its breath, waiting to see what bomb drops next. Will more victims find the courage to speak up? Will someone finally break their silence? Will more evidence surface? One thing's for sure, nothing will ever be the same in Hollywood after this. And that's the piping hot tea for now, darlings, but stay tuned because something tells me this story is far from over. The biggest names in music are caught in a scandal that's getting messier by the minute, and I, for one, can't wait to see what happens next. Keep your eyes peeled and your notifications on because this drama is just getting started.